have bipolar disorder, and here is how I got diagnosed. So reflecting onto my childhood, I would definitely say that I had some mental health and emotional issues that I was keeping private. By the time I was about 11, 12 years old, I already was engaging in self-harm, and by the time I was 16, I was already having issues with eating, and it was 100% linked to the abuse that I was experiencing as a child and also just the unsafe environment I was in. I definitely became a perfectionist, doing my best to stay focused in school, trying to have the best grades. Then once I started making content, I really put so much energy into that. So staying busy definitely helped with those self-destructive behaviors. About 2021, your girl started to break down. I think once we were all stuck inside of our homes, it gave me time to think about things that I had pushed off for so long. Everything just started to catch up to me. I started experiencing flashbacks, nightmares, just dissociate often, cry all the time, and panic attacks, just trying to fix things by myself and just keep it together as much as I could. That wasn't working anymore. Once I started therapy the first time and really was able to just unpack all the things that had happened, my mental health started to get worse. My therapist gently recommended me seeing a psychiatrist. I was able to find a psych nurse practitioner. She had decided to start me on antidepressants, also given a medication to help sleep because I was not sleeping. I was just very obsessive where I was doing a million things at once, and I definitely had the tendency to talk really fast. My brain was just moving so fast. We found that the antidepressant was making those crazy symptoms worse. That's when we decided to put me on mood stabilizers, especially because bipolar disorder does run in my family. I still hadn't gotten a blanket diagnosis. The summer of 2023, I had to start seeing a new psychiatrist. The psychiatrist at that time decided to put me on Effexor, which is an antidepressant. I did feel so much better. I felt alive again. At the same time, I had straight up stopped eating. I could not stop moving, walking super duper fast. I was hallucinating, really intense thoughts of ideation of unaliving myself. But I did decide to call my therapist. Tiara, I need you to call your mom so she can take you to a hospital. So the psychiatrist came in the morning. She explained to me that sometimes when bipolar patients are put on an antidepressant, it can sometimes increase their manic-like symptoms. Then I was transferred from the psych ER to legit psychiatric hospital. There for a little over a week. I remember getting discharged and going into the social worker's office, and on the table there are 3 packets. Here's how to deal with bipolar disorder, PTSD, with general anxiety disorder. So that is my story on how I got diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I know that there's a lot of people who feel like something's off with them, but they're not sure if they should get help. My advice is definitely to get help, even if you're unsure, because I had tried to deal with my problems by myself for so long. I almost didn't make it. Okay, love you. Bye.